Well, here we are in, I don't know, do we call this transfer week, in and out, commitment week? Can call it a lot of things, I guess. Personally, I expected a lot of activity yesterday. We got none. We have started with some activity this morning. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I expect more to happen throughout the day, and I will kind of let some of that play out. We may only get one more name. We may get several more. But it is official. Montre Miller has or is entering the portal. And that's a bit of a surprise. He was not on my list of 10 most likely. But that was because I expected him to compete for, if not starting, then at least significant playing time. And that may not have been happening. We heard that he was back for spring camp, but we did not hear a lot about him. Of course, natural that the focus would be on the new guys. Those are the ones people, were most excited about. There was very little conversation about Miller. I don't know how much he actually played in the spring game. He got mentioned once, and that was for a completion in front of him. So it is quite possible that he was hanging out far enough down the list that it did not look like he would get much playing time, and he deserves playing time. Hollis, Garnes, Crandall were ahead of him. Spells is, of course, a little bit unknown. Maybe even, Jackson making a strong move. So it is sad. Definitely wanted to see him do well. I know there are a couple of the media guys out there who had Miller as one of their favorites. Does not look like it's going to happen at West Virginia. Now, we did sign a transfer defensive back, cornerback, on, Saturday. I think it was big day Saturday for some commitments. And this is a guy, Dantes Fagan, who does not look to compete for a starting spot. He looks more like a fill-in guy. And, well, that looks like what Miller may have become. So we get a guy who wanted to start and replace him with a guy who may, I hope, understand his role coming in. Fagan is 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, a little on the light side. Miller was not big either, so I don't think Fagan is necessarily as good as Miller, but a good, fill-in piece to give us 6 to 10 snaps a game. Now, we also did, over the weekend, pick up a commitment for 2025 from Jackson Acuardi, a 6'7" tight end. So we will continue what is becoming a bit of a tradition in the tight end room. And we picked up a 2026 commitment from Davion Taylor at linebacker, who had a lot of significant offers. And what do you think? In one day, we got commitments for 2024, 2025, and 2026. That is balanced recruiting. Now, Taylor did mention to Pat McAfee that he had committed. He did not, that was not his, formal commitment. He committed to the team, early in the day, long before he ever saw McAfee. So McAfee was not in any way involved in that commitment. Let's not overrate his immediate effect just being there. I wouldn't want a guy who committed just because he met a former player. I want things more solid than that, and this seems to be more solid. Okay, so that's where things stand right now. Montre Miller has entered the portal on his way out. Dantes Fagan is coming in, and then we eventually get our 2025-20. Oh, and Davion Taylor was the first commitment for 2026. Acquardi is now what, about the 6th or 7th, I think, for 2025. So that class is, solidifying a bit. Not sure what movement we will see in terms of any high school commitments in the next week or two. There were a lot of guys at the game, so it is possible that we'll still pick up some commitments there. Okay, I will talk to you guys later today. Probably not for each guy who enters, but, well, if it is somebody surprising, I'll talk to you as quickly as I can. See you then.